Hello, hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to day 15 of our self-love challenge. And yesterday we did the meditation, and I hope that went well for you all. If you haven't watched it yet, definitely check it out. This meditation changed everything for me. It gave me the tool I needed to sit with my emotion and to really dig in and figure out what that unmet need was. And then it showed me how to actually give that to myself. And I'll tell you, it changed my life back in February whenever I first came across it. And like literally within a week of doing this, pretty much nonstop, throughout most of the days. Anytime I would get an uncomfortable sensation that in the past I would choose to kind of feel, but also still be trying to like just get to go somewhere else, you know? Like it's not enough to just feel the emotion. Underneath it, there's a message. There's a message in there of an unmet need that you can give to yourself, and really and truly you're the only one that can give it to you. There's nobody else in this world that can meet that need for you. And that's how we get stuck in these, trying to find external things to fix us, to fill that void. This is literally how we fill that void, and it's like so wonderful that you don't have to depend on anyone else to do it for you, and you can do it anytime you want, and it's cheap, it's free, it's amazing. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. So this week we're going to be getting into emotions and behaviors. The first week we talked about thoughts. Second week was all about limiting beliefs, how the thoughts and limiting beliefs, create an unloving atmosphere within ourselves. So yeah, this week we're going to be diving into emotions. Before I get too far into that, I want to make a very exciting announcement that I am officially open and ready to take on clients. And it's been a couple months trying to get everything in order and technology. If I just feel defeated sometimes. But I am ready. So if you are wanting to go deeper in a more personalized one-on-one setting, I would be happy to set up a discovery call with you to see where you are, where you want to be, what's in the way of that. And yeah, the way my one-on-ones will go is I have a monthly rate, and you can choose to go by the month, or we can do a 3-month or a 6-month. And you're gonna also have access to me daily. So with the 1 month, you get 4 sessions that are an hour to an hour and a half long, depending. And in between that time, I will have a Telegram set up with just you and I, and so that way in between the sessions, because life's, right? And I want to be able to support you when life is lifing. So I will be checking my Telegram once a day, and we can communicate throughout the week that way, in addition to 4 sessions per month. So if that's something that excites you or you're just curious about, definitely let me know and I will get us set up on a call. I don't want to go too far into that, but I do want to let you guys know because it's very exciting. And I'm so anxious and excited about getting my first client. Like that person, they will trust in me, and that's just really cool, So yeah, emotions. My goodness. I think that we have been conditioned to believe that emotions are bad, that emotions make you weak, to not have emotions. And for me, it came to a point where I was not able to feel the emotions that I wanted to feel, like happiness and joy, because I was blocking out all of the other ones, the anger, the sadness, the frustration, the anxiety. When we block out one emotion, we block out all of the emotions. It's like a numbness, like your shell, empty inside, not feeling alive, not feeling happy, like even when I was in a situation where I should be just like ecstatic, right? It was just this dread, like, why am I not feeling happy? Why can I not experience happiness and joy and feel alive? So I started digging into emotions, and I didn't really, they're uncomfortable, especially the anxiety. I even get uncomfortable with the good ones. Once I addressed the anxiety, the anger, the sadness, and really allowed myself to sit in that, then I started to experience joy and euphoria. And it was like, so if you've been your whole life not in tune with your emotions, not allowing them to flow, not allowing the message that they're trying to send to you to come through, you're just numb. And like that, it's just like a waste of life almost, like I wanted to be able to show up for my kids and be excited and happy and loving, but it just wasn't happening because I had these thoughts like, if I let my emotions control me, then I'm a bad person, sort of thing, right? But it's actually the opposite. Like when you suppress, numb, avoid, try and get to go away your emotions, when we do that, they actually do take control of you. Like, have you ever said something or done something and then like right after it, or maybe the next day, you were like, what was that? Who was that? Like, you don't even feel like it was you doing whatever it was. But it was because that emotion had a charge, and because you're not controlling it, but like using it in the appropriate way, it kind of takes the wheel to your life. And then you will have these reactive bouts of expression because the emotion is actually controlling you, even though you were trying to shove it down and make it go away. However, since I've started like with that meditation, I do that many times every day. It's not as much as it used to be. It was pretty exhausting at first, feeling all the things, but it gets better. Whenever I first started doing that, it was like I could feel more joy. I could feel the anger. I didn't get like upset whenever I was feeling angry. Instead, I would just take some time and space to see what's going on, what it's about, what it was trying to tell me, and then give myself that, and it's like it kind of just dissipates, And this is what I do. All right, I'm going to help you create that awareness with your thoughts and your beliefs, because sometimes it's so in us. It's like interwoven into who we are that we don't even notice. So becoming aware of that, and then being able to get into the body. This is where I feel like, for me, in my therapy, like, there was a lot of mind things and thought and belief things, but there wasn't the body aspect. And these emotions that come up that are triggered by either thoughts or beliefs or external environment, like, you know, let's say you got into a car wreck and it was raining. So then whenever it's raining and you're driving in a car, you might have this uneasy emotion, right? That's coming because of your past trauma. It doesn't get healed entirely unless you get it out of the body as well. So doing somatic work, breath work, can be so helpful in addition to the mind and the belief work, you know, the mindset work, the talking therapy, the talking coaching, whatever we want to call that. Actually getting into the body and feeling the sensations, allowing them to be there, letting them express themselves however they want to, while you hold that space and you have somebody else holding that space and witnessing it too, is so powerful. Like, you can get 10 years of therapy in like 3 months. And I know because I just did it. So the big thing that I want to address today is that if you have a relationship with your emotions that is deeming them as the enemy, we need to shift that perspective, because emotions are part of who you are. Regardless of whether you like it or not, it is what makes us human. And it's how we thrive here. We cannot live a life where we're thriving and feeling alive and joyous and full of love if we do not embrace all of us. And emotions are a huge part of that. And they're not the enemy. And once you can learn to kind of sit with that uncomfortableness for a short while and realize that it doesn't kill you and it does in fact help and make you feel so much better, then you want to do it more. And then it becomes like your normal. And then, I don't know, maybe a week or two later you'll realize, hey, I actually have energy today, you know? And I'm not being as reactive as I once was. And I feel like love flowing through my body like honey. Oh, it feels so good. So that is what we're going to be covering the next 7 days. And hopefully by the end of this time, I can help change perspectives on emotions if there's a negative perspective playing. You know, it all comes from childhood and growing up and media, social media. Like, there has been, since I've started accepting my emotions, anytime I talk about it with anybody, it's pretty much like I'm the weirdo. It's taboo, kind of, to admit that we have emotions, which is so crazy to me. It's like, but it keeps people trapped. It keeps them locked in a box. It keeps them unhappy and a shell, a zombie, living dead, you know? And people are easier to control that way. When you get in tune with your emotions, you get in tune with your power. It's your gift, okay? So this week I will be holding your hand as we sit in our emotions and we, you know, learn how to process them, because that's something that many people haven't learned. I just learned like 5 months ago, and I had been studying it and trying to figure it out for like 3 years on my own. So yeah, today's challenge is to brush your teeth with the opposite hand that you normally do. And the reason that I'm choosing this today is because whenever we're switching our mind, trying to change the way we used to do things, the way we want to do things, like we get in these habits, these routines, and putting awareness on that and just switching it up a little bit kind of helps to make it easier, in my opinion, to change bigger things. So if we start small, like which hand do you normally brush your teeth with? Brush your teeth with the opposite hand. It kind of signals that change chemical in your brain, and it can help when changing other things. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.